He just breaks in and I play Pikachu. But other than that, we both got the Sceptile Machamp in the back.
What I'm very curious about is what is going to be the lead here. I frankly would believe that a Wild G would actually go for Machamp as the lead.
I could see Sceptile lead. I think Sceptile just has overall the best matchup spread in general.
And we do see the Sceptile here, and I believe Decidueye.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
this is kind of a common matchup.
Yeah, this is a matchup we see a lot in a 1v1.
Now, it depends on what their matchup knowledge is in this matchup. Clearly, both of these characters are not their inherent mains, but I wonder how long they've been actually practicing in these matchups specifically. And for Decidueye, throwing back projectiles, we see just a normal autocorrect JX. Sometimes it's told if you're a true Sceptile main, you'll always get the autocorrect JX.
Never for me.
Hey man, you're not a tried and true Sceptile.
That's true. Apparently not.
Oh, the bait, delaying his airtime a bit to catch the CA, but
nice reaction on the hang there too, catching him with the air-to-air.
Gonna get a corridor for conversion here, drops it.
We are seeing a lot of drop combos today, I will say that. It's like a lot of really awkward wall splat heights, you know, where it's kind of weird, like how you have to time to get your conversion.
And sometimes you're not exactly sure if it's going to actually be that height every single time.
Yeah.
So it's up to our players here to be on the fly and react at a moment's notice.
That was really nice defense against the Mimikyu from Wild G. Oh, okay. Elm actually committing to the full 6X.
There actually is a point in time between maybe 18 to 20 frames for the last hit to come out, so maybe he reacted, but it depends on who you are and what your skill set is. Alright, 8X, gonna add on a little bit of plus damage.
Oh, G not blocking that either.
And getting the cross up on the
calling
air
out
time.
the jump back. Yeah, that's something, if you're familiar with Sceptile, you know Sceptile, okay, well, that's going to be the round. 2 seconds left, random Giga Drain. Oh, Leaf Blade, I liked it. Oh, but making him burst at the last second. I guess Elm wanted to 100% secure the round, but he's not going to have any meter going into round 2 now. So it's a really interesting decision right there.
I think what I can understand is that, you know, with Decidueye having a little bit of a lower end of HP than Sceptile, I think he wasn't 100% sure of the amount of life deficit between each other.
Maybe.
So because of that uncertainty, he's like, all right, I'm just going to pop it, ensure it, guarantee the round. All right, and pulling out the breaks in, which is Wild G's main here.
Yep.
Want to go ahead, clean up the Decidueye. And here, getting these projectiles, going to switch over to dual phase Spirit Shackle, going to shut down that Dragonite for a bit.
Yeah, Spirit Shackle, definitely a nice tool to have against breaks and a character who kind of revolves around, you know, using a support as much as possible.
Yes, having all those specials that can actually increase, or I should say decrease the amount of time you need to get your Dragonite, or just in general your support. But just like that, like a mid should, breaks in, cleaning up the Decidueye lead, and now we see who's going to be Elm's pick here.
Yeah, against your boy, I believe we saw, we saw Shadow Mewtwo mid. We're going to see Libre come out now, and saving Shadow Mewtwo for the anchor.
All right, thinking about what support to go with here. Mimikyu and Libre is always a scary pick. You can do unblockable setups with it. It's just nasty in general.
We saw a lot of this back at Worlds 2019. A lot of Libre plus Mimikyu, just like shenanigans.
Right here, all we see is just clean play, trying to get around the dive from deep to get the wall conversion. And finishing it with Electro Web, gonna get the slow debuff here, and we're still in the corner.
That's great.
The cancels and the beautiful backdash, the iframes escaping from that CA and the discharge, the projectile priority getting through those little embers.
Okay, Simon gonna connect, shift the phase 4G, and he's going to declare burst mode. See if we can get out of this. A lot of chip damage for starters.
Yes, and that's
he's got that Dragonite on deck.
Dragonite gonna tack on a lot more chip here, and that's a red shield. Oh, and this is very smart. Trying to reduce the amount of damage he would take in general.
Yeah, and fixing his shield health as well, so he didn't, you know, get a shield break there too.
Beautiful
really good
anti-air coming out from Elm. Gonna get a full conversion here. Attack buff, and I believe this might actually be a KO.
This could definitely do it. And yep, that is enough.
It is, man. The optimization coming out from Elm to take that KO there.
And Elm now 1 round away from taking this first game.
See, right here, Elm is another person who is very calm and collected when it comes to his play. He will very much slow down a match to a halt if it means winning a game.
Absolutely, definitely. Very, very patient player. We got Machamp now, though.
Machamp in the building. I don't know much regards about this matchup. You as someone who actually has played Machamp before, how do you feel about this matchup?
I get grabbed a lot in this matchup, man. I think Machamp probably wins, right? The amount of damage Machamp can output, like right here, is pretty crazy sometimes.
Yes,
but
150 damage, actually 140 damage on that grab. Dragonite gonna add on to the chip. Is gonna be unblockable?
Oh,
no.
Nope,
A little bit of pushback dealing with it.
I guess. He just went for the raw close combat.
He wanted to go out in style, but unfortunately here, not going to go down without a fight. Activating burst.
Yeah, it's just, neutral I feel like is actually very difficult in this matchup, even for Machamp. It's a lot of walk and block, a lot of patience, and a lot of don't get grabbed while you're doing that.
And both of these people do, oh, the raw electro web.
This is gonna hurt.
Yes, especially with rage in the background and wall splat damage, oh my goodness. JX gonna whiff, I don't believe it did punish.
Yeah, it was close, I wasn't sure.
And this will for sure be a KO. Elm taking game 1.
Yeah, the Libre cleaning up the Braixen and the Machamp. Very strong game 1 from Elm right there, for sure. I wouldn't even be surprised if we saw Elm switch to like a lead Libre since you know how strong that Libre was.
Yes.
He might just lead that and just try and get as much push as much momentum as possible.
But right now it's up to a Wild G to figure out what is going to be his lead here instead. The Sceptile didn't really look like it did too well against the Decidueye, who has, you know, plenty of projectiles, neutral, escape options in the air. Decidueye, while being a bird, is quite the rat and escapee artist. Quite the weasel, actually.
Absolutely. Yeah, he is hard to hit for sure. I mean, all of these characters that Elm plays are very hard to hit. Shadow Mewtwo, Libre, Decidueye, all of them just like, just stand still, man. Just stand still.
Like, give me a chance to hit you. Fight me. Fight me down here.
Yeah. All right, so going into game number 2.
And this time going again with the Sceptile lead. Maybe he's figured something out, maybe he has a plan, or maybe he switched up his support. We're going to find out here once we see the support choices. But let me tell you, G is, I would say he has, you know, the Reggie Gigas effect, the slow start.
The slow start.
It takes some time to, you know, get him started and get that offense.
Relatable. Okay, nice whiff punish with the arrows from Elm, taking that first field phase. Such a good move.
All right, a little bit of CADC chicken, trying to figure out who's going to do the most commit here. It's going to be Decidueye, giving the non-fully charged CA, taking him all the way to the corner. No.
Another drop. Okay, good counter. This is going to be a full combo.
All right. And going to leave on
debuff?
Yes, defense debuff. Anti-air, going to do a little bit of extra damage with this grab.
All right, got him in the corner too. Let's see what he can do with it. Just setting the traps.
Yeah, setting up the garden.
Nice Mimikyu. Yeah, Gallade was, Wild G was not paying attention to that support bar.
And right now, it's a little bit of a hop, skip, and a jump here. Ooh, the max distance fully charged.
The
5x.
spacing. You love to see it. And Giga Drain reset.
With
the full Dragonite as well? No, I thought he was going to go for a Dragonite reset.
He could have, but I think he probably wanted it to guarantee a little bit of extra chip here, but instead he just closed it out.
Yeah.
A Wild G finding an answer here.
Taking round 1 over the Decidueye this time. Off to a much better start than the first game.
Yes, finding an answer from game 1. Now Elm probably going with sticks with his Libre. It did do a lot of work. Was able to clean up the rest of Wild G's team in the previous game. So I'm not surprised that he wouldn't pick this character this time.
And I think going into Libre against Sceptile makes a lot more sense than going into Shadow Mewtwo.
Ooh, getting nicked by the poison plants in the background a little bit.
Okay, good conversion. Neutral YY.
Full distance.
Hits him with the wild charge. Drags him to the corner too. Wild G trying to fight his way out. Finding straight hits. Can't get over the counter. Mimikyu unblockable. Okay, good burst from Wild G.
Not unblockable if we have a burst, and that's a good activation from Wild G. He does not want to deal with that slow debuff. We have a fast character. Let's keep our advantage.
Absolutely.
And Elm going immediately with the burst. Not going to be able to get any of those beneficial buffs, and that's going to be a hit. And the best part about this is that Wild G is going to get a nice Oki setup after this. Can walk up, set up the plans. We're going to see what he does. And a great amount of damage.
Yeah, big damage. We're gonna see the leech seeds come out.
And Elm just walking away from the situation.
Oh, he's in the corner. Oh, that burst is actually helping Elm a lot right there, getting rid of the plant trap that kind of had him stuck in the corner in field phase.
And here we go, Wild G just slowing it down, throwing projectiles.
Oh, that could have been a punish.
They were both committed. They were committed to the CADC chicken, and you know what? Wild G coming out on top, backing off, winding down the clock a little bit with Dragonite. Nice cancel, and the grab on the other side. Elm didn't really have enough time to think there. Just go ahead and take the grab. And
did not just do that.
Yes.
He did not just do that.
Full dashes all the way to the grab. If you're going to wait, then I'm going to just take that chance.
Quintuple forward dash into grab. That might be the first time I've seen that on a major stream.
Elm wasn't ready, and Wild G noticed it. Nobody was ready, apparently.
No 5Ys, no projectiles, no nothing. Just dash up 5 times and grab.
All right. Elm on his final character here. Yes, it's always what you least expect is what happens. Elm on his final character here, Shadow Mewtwo. And one thing for sure, this character can do a lot of chip.
Oh yeah, a lot of chip, just a lot of damage in general. He's pretty close. One field phase will definitely give him a full meter.
But look at this, Wild G barely touched, still has a good amount of health, has full synergy. This is gonna hit with the Mimikyu, nice. Well, splat, extra damage, doesn't want to keep him in the corner, wants to guarantee as much damage as possible. We need to clean up this character, and there we go.
I like G saving his burst there. He does not need to use his burst mode here, save it for the next character. Ideally, you know, you can go into burst mode, force Elm to use his burst mode as well, so even if he wins round 2, he probably doesn't have it in round 3. G just going, I thought we were going to see Braixen come out here, but G just going straight into Machamp.
Nah, man.
Oh, Elm apparently does not like this character.
I mean, I don't think anybody really likes this character. A character that does a crazy amount of grab damage, can reset you. If they get Rage, it's not a fun time for anyone. And I can understand exactly why Machamp is this, the pick here to go against Shadow Mewtwo. Ooh, fully charged. Gonna get through his CA, a grab. Okay, gonna set up projectiles here. No, just, all right, there we go. Ooh, the scary face.
That wasn't even a trade. Yeah, that just straight up won for G. No anti-air for
oh no, this is gonna be a large amount of damage. He can even reset him here if he wants. He does.
I'm down to see a reset here. Oh, into the Dragonite. This could be a shield break.
No, Mimikyu. But this is going to tack on a little bit of damage as well, and he reads it.
That was actually so good.
All right, wait, burst activated. He rolls danger.
Through. Doesn't get the air grab though.
And good conversion out of Elm. He is a fish with blood in the water, and right now Wild G sees it. He's trying to tack on as much damage as possible. He needs to get rid of this character to get to the last. All right, patient play. A little bit of damage, activating burst.
Yeah, G is going to burst here. I am not a big fan of bursting in field phase with Machamp because it's very hard to catch your opponent, but G is not going to have that problem. Oh!
Nice! Hitting in between the rolling hammer. Oki set up, the grab. You have the actual confidence.
The bravery.
And he did it!
He just fully commits!
Oh my goodness, Elm! We are hurt, but we're not out.
I feel like there were like some layers of Yomi there, right? Like, what if he just did the full homing attack, Wild G could have very easily just forward wide through it and won the game. So Wild G, knowing that, thinks, okay, he's not going to go for the full homing. I'm gonna pick something to punish the option that he goes for instead. And Elm thinking, okay, he knows that I shouldn't go for full homing here because I can just lose to forward Y, so I'm just going to do it.
Elm's showing signs of life here, but we're still not out of the waters yet. He's so close to synergy, but look at that Dragonite ready. He could activate it right here. He does.
And he's going to, yeah. I mean, he'll get it back.
And look at all that chip down to 1 HP. Getting a little bit of HP back from the burst activation here.
I just feel like the chip doesn't matter. Like, Shadow Mewtwo is always one combo away from death there.
Oh no!
And good reaction to the forward dash. And G clutching it up, not choking that, 3-character lead almost, and taking game 2.
And I wonder what was it probably in his mind that he was thinking to actually change out. What was the answer? He took some time on the character select screen before he actually went into the match. And Sceptile, we saw there do so much more work. He was moving around more. He was playing a more patient game. He was playing Elm Elm's game, if you actually want to be more accurate. Slowing it down, make it to a halt, make your opponent make more mistakes. And Sceptile did so much work, taking out 2 characters all the way to Elm's last character.
Yeah, we saw he was hovering over Gardevoir for a second. I think he just decided, you know, stick with his team. The team's working. Just play better. Just play better, and he did. He played better. Sometimes that's the answer. It's not a character swap. You just gotta play a better game next game, and that's the key, you know.
Sometimes you just gotta shake off the nerves, realize when you made a mistake, and then you just get back on that horse, and then you get it done. And that's exactly what Wild G did. Elm doing slow picks. I believe he actually changed out his supports. I believe I saw Frogadier and Eevee there. Two, I would say, in my opinion, one of the best supports out there, you know.
Yeah,
coming from the Frogadier King, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, Elm, very well known for using a lot of Eevee in 1v1. We have seen a lot of Frogadier in 3v3 from him, but, you know, the Eevee's always there when he needs it for him.
Yes, being able to actually add on some HP back when you have some gray health and having that attack buff is very nice. All right, and goes with the Frogadier instead. I respect the decision, my good man.
Yeah, Frogadier, Ramblin makes sense.
And see, we have a change in lead. Libre, like before, did so much work, and this time he chose it as his lead.
Nice, good CDC counter.
Cancels.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to do highs against this character.
And I like the recognition from Elm there. He saw that he was very high on that anti-air 8Y and decided to just get a hard knockdown instead, other than trying to go for a conversion and getting a singular hit of that, I believe that's Smackdown? No,
yeah,
it's Body Press?
Spark.
Spark. But adding on more damage here, gonna get enhanced in the corner, 8Y plus. All right, and here we have a little bit more patient play. Raw 5X out of nowhere, gonna attack on some damage and set up the projectiles for the garden.
Oh, nice. Yep, that was really nice. Double team through the Leaf Blade, get the JY Whip punish. Not gonna get the Electro Web though.
Yes, good call out from a Wild G. Gonna attack on enough, as much damage as possible, trying to tie him out. Yes, stall out this burst, get him away from me.
Oh, just walks into it.
Yes. Maybe he thought he was going to see ADC. Oh, is this a grab?
Oh,
no, not enough time.
He held forward. He took an extra step that he didn't need to take. Perfect block. Oh, no perfect block.
And we have a scramble here. 6 seconds left on the clock. Nearly the same amount of HP, and that's going to be a punish. 2 seconds left. And he just dashed up grabs. That's going to be a KO. No, it won't. And he's still in the lead.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised that burst didn't take it. He's going to keep his meter for next round. He's not going to lose it because he went into burst mode after time ended. But I'm really surprised that grab didn't give him the health lead. It was so close. That grab did like no damage. Especially with Rage, but you know what? Guts. Yeah, he had the Guts boost as well. I mean, they cancel each other out, but still, it did like such little damage. Look at Elm. He's like, oh my goodness. He's just like, oh, thank goodness I could have lived through that. I almost got KO'd there. Yeah, he knew. He knew the math on that. He knew he could take a grab and still stay on top. All right, getting a little bit of meter gain from the round exchange for surviving that round. Breaks in here to clean up this Libre. Ooh, that, I believe that was a punish. Yeah, it was definitely a punish. All right, Dragonite. And I don't know if that was necessary. Maybe he wanted to reduce the amount of chip, but I wouldn't leave it up to him to actually know right from wrong. Ooh, burst. Solid combo, yeah, with Rage. This is good damage. Oh, that was a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage indeed. And the worst part about it is that he's going to get an attack buff and a defense buff. This is, oh, that's so much damage. This is going to be very hard to get through now for Wild G. He's definitely on the back foot. Down a character. Second character is over half his HP is gone as well. Counterattack going to take it. Going to heal up to like maybe about 55% or so. Full meter, so ends up, you know, not in a terrible position, actually. It's definitely still in this game. But that Libre did plenty of work. That was a great position for that character to be KO'd. It did a mile and then some. But here we have Decidueye coming out as Elm's mid. And he's going to go for the Decidueye, not Decidueye, Frogadier again. Frogadier does apply a good amount of pressure, both for defense and for offense. Oh, yeah, definitely. You can go ahead, start off the round with it, get the approach, use it in defense. If you think your opponent's going to press a button, maybe it can provide you with a combo like this. It's not going to... Ooh, but like I said, it's going to provide him with some pressure. Yeah, I like the forward Y there. The frog makes it safe, so it's definitely a good option. You can catch someone sleeping. We saw him do the same exact thing against your boy, and it worked out well.
Ooh, nice retreat. Embers. Fire spin gonna attack on even more chip. Look at all this. There's a shield break. And the burst gonna guarantee the attack. It's gonna be a little bit of reduced damage because it's off of a shield break, but we'll take all the damage just to get rid of this Decidueye, right?
And that damage was a block string too. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. Your shield's just broken. This character's cheap.
Cheap indeed. Dragonite at the ready again. It's just the benefit of having those sunny day cancels to actually decrease the amount of time you need for your support to charge. Frogadier gonna help on the approach. Spirit Shackle gonna add on to the pressure, and finally catching the backdash with the 1,000 arrows.
Yeah.
Did that just go through that projectile?
Yeah, Boomerang does that.
Unreal. What an amazing character. Dragonite attacking on more chip. Burst.
Perfect
again.
Block, walk away. Ooh, picks the aggressive option. Does not get a paid off for it. It's going to be a grab. I would have guessed grab there.
Patience. They sat there for nearly 2 seconds. And nice conversion coming from a Wild G. Look at that. We just saw Dragonite so long ago, and it's already 80% there.
Yeah. Oh, good 6x catching the backdash though. Elm taking round 3. Staying up a character, but just barely.
Just barely.
G is so close to bringing this back and putting the Pokemon count in his favor, but Elm just keeps sneaking away, man. He's just keeping that lead and just keeping G trailing behind.
And right now, he has put in work with this Machamp, his final character.
So we got Machamp versus Libre and Shadow Mewtwo in the back. I mean, it can happen. It's a tough road, but it can definitely happen. Oh, no, sorry, not Libre, Decidueye.
Yes, Decidueye, all right. He does have Dragonite on deck. He's about 70% ready to get his synergy. This is definitely doable, but it depends on how safely or how aggressively a Wild G does it. And Elm gonna be able to take the shift, gonna add on a little bit of synergy there. He tried to go in with the 8x. He was gonna go all for it there.
He thought a grab was coming. Oh, good air-to-air, and that's gonna be the round. And we're going into the final round with essentially full meter on both characters, and G a little short of full HP, but pretty close. And we've seen the amount of damage Machamp can do. He can definitely put the HP lead back in his favor pretty quickly, especially against Shadow Mewtwo.
Yes,
one combo that's his entire health bar.
That's at least half.
If Machamp like sneezes on him, he just knocks out.
A single grab is already a third of Shadow Mewtwo's life.
Yeah, literally. Oh, but Shadow Mewtwo going to be the one to get the grab here.
And they both have synergy here. It could go either way. I believe Elm wants to save this this Eevee just in case he needs to add on a little bit more attack damage. But this is already a great amount of damage. Going to shift him into field phase.
I like that.
Nice.
I like catching the forward dash there with the 2Y, kind of baiting him at CDing forward with the projectile.
All right, pushing. He was pushing Elm into a corner for a minute, but Elm finding his way out. Doesn't have too much rage here, but I think that actually just got rid of it.
So we're definitely seeing a burst here, right? Okay.
Yes. All right, Eevee, just like I said, waiting for him to burst. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm just so afraid because look at that, just a singular hit plus. Don't want it to be plus. Nice hit. I think he might survive. No, he's not. That's gonna be a KO.
That's gonna be it.
Taking game 3 here and moving on.
With the 1 HP cinematic. You love to see it.
You love to see it. Make him watch the cinematic.
Make him watch, exactly. Elm moving on.